And here we are again. Okay, our main objective is to cut those 2 willow trees, and with our new free inventory it will be a lot easier. And another objective is to get level 40 thieving to pickpocket guard. There's also one cooking objective to get 58, but let's not talk about it right now because it's really far away. Alright, let's start new timer. Let's see. Last chunk we ended up on 476 total level, and that gives us 7 hours and 56 minutes. Let's start the timer, and I will see you when something happens. Okay, so I just made a new discovery. We are at level 3 farming, and we have both chunks, this one and this one. And there is a hops patch in the south chunk and master farmer in the north chunk. I just tried pickpocketing master farmer and I just got 10 barley seeds, which means that we should be able to plant them in this hops patch, and that means farming is unlocked for us as long as you have those 2 chunks. And there should be wild blood hops at 28 as new requirement for completing this north chunk. It doesn't show in chunk picker for some reason. I even changed my level to level 3 farming in chunk picker, but it still doesn't see it. And let's plant it. I think it's already composted, right? Now we can pay him free compost and he will protect it. And that's our first farming patch planted. Okay, let's go back to woodcutting. And here we are. Our timer just hit 0. What we did in this chunk? As always, we've got few fletching and woodcutting levels, but we also hit level 6 farming and level 40 thieving. I just hit like in last 1 minute or maybe 2 minutes the level 40 thieving, so I didn't even pickpocket a guard, but our timer is up, so I guess we'll do it next time. I also have full inventory of seeds, just in case we roll to the north or south chunk, because there is bank in both of them. We also have some barley, another frog token, and that's it. Alright, and let's get to the chunk picker. And here we are. As always, what chunks do we want? Either north or south. We don't want to go to chunk number 1 or 2 because it's boring mining grind. And that's about it. Let's roll a new chunk. And we are going back to Lumbridge. That's really nice. And here we are again. We ended up last chunk on 487 total level. That gives us 8 hours and 7 minutes. We are starting the timer and we are going to bank everything. So our main objective here will be woodcutting, because there is not only woodcutting cape, but we also need woodcutting to unlock other chunks, so it would be best to get few levels here. It's also required in this chunk, so it doesn't really matter. We have to do it anyway. Another thing, we can still plant our seeds. We can't get any more new seeds, but we've got few. We could plant those berry seeds, those hammerstone seeds, and maybe if we get more levels, we should be able to get also Asgardian seeds. Do we have any? Yes, we have few. So we'll probably plant all of those. Alright, let's get it going then. Look guys, the game is taking a piss on me. They're giving me first Leo when I'm in chunk with bank. I was running around the game for like 30 or 40 hours and now they give me a chance to deposit items into my bank, when now I'm in chunk with bank access. Anyway, we've got zombie boots and shield. So we have 2 new collection locks. As you can see, we just got another Leo random event. And again, we only got 2 of them, and both of them were in this chunk where we have access to our bank. And we unlocked another random event item, camo helmet. Well, it looks awful. And here we are again. Our timer just hit 0. And what we did in this chunk? Well, we've got, I think, 2 farming levels, few woodcutting levels, and few fletching levels. We are already at 61, so we're still missing 11 levels, I think. It's 72 if I remember correctly for you, Shield. And that's mostly it. We just stayed at this tree, we chopped it, and we fletched all the logs into willow longbows and sold them at this general shop here. And imagine that for 7 hours. That's exactly what I did. And now again we are taking the 20 balls of wool just in case we roll chunk right here. Because if we do, we can do the ship shearer quest. And that's it, I think. We also got few random event items. I think we've got 4 zombie items and 1 camo. I forgot to deposit zombie gloves. I guess I will just have to wear them now. Okay, let's get into the chunk picker. And here we are. What chunks do we want? Chunk number 4, as always, another 8 hours of woodcutting. Chunk number 2, probably free for us. Chunk number 3, unlocking fishing. Chunk number 1, I think it's also woodcutting, maybe some thieving and upgrade for pickaxe, so it's okay, I guess. Chunk number 5 is free. And I was thinking about it, and what we want is going to the left side. We want to unlock the Draenor as soon as it's possible, because getting few agility levels would be really good for us. Running around the map with level 1 agility is just painful. Alright, let's roll a new chunk then. And we are going to the right. That's new, and I'm not sure if it's free, but I think it is. Okay, I calculated tasks, and it looks like we can do feud quest, at least to step 1. Thieving is required for the feud, we have this, so we can check it already. And 58 cooking, bake pita bread. That's probably because of imps, I'm guessing. Make pita dough, yes, it's from imps. But I don't think we can get cooking levels in this chunk. Let's see, view methods. Yep. They think we have still access to this chunk, but we don't, so it's kinda difficult to cook anything. Alright, let's get into the chunk then. Maybe there is another method. Let's get into the chunk. And here we are. Let's pay the toll. And that's our first time in the desert. Alright, there are 2 things here. First is gem trader. He's nice to get crafting levels and gems. You can also buy uncut gems and cut them and sell to the shop, and you are earning money this way. But it's always bought out, as you can see. It's really good for ironmans. But I guess we can't do it right now. Feud quest that I can start, that's the one. I'm not sure, let's see. Alright, we can buy something here. We can buy raw chickens for 1 coin each. And that's probably our cooking method here. Because there is nothing else we can do. Can I sell it to him? Probably not. Yes, he doesn't want it. Every time you're speaking with him, he's selling you something. It's so stupid. Alright, let's buy 1. Does it increase? Let's buy 5. Still 1. Still 1. So it doesn't increase, it's 15. GP for 15. Okay. This is not bad actually. We could get few cooking levels like that. We can buy so many, like 62,000, so it's okay. Okay, so we have way to level up our cooking and maybe unlock this chunk. I have no idea if we will be able to. So we did the few to step 1. We have to buy these guys from him, and that was it, I think. Create these guys by yes, and go through Shanty Pass, so we can't do anything here. We will buy these guys and do all that stuff when we are done, because we don't want to trash our inventory. If we are going to buy chickens and cook them, we need some space. Let's see what we have here. Is there anything useful? What does he sell? Scroll film viewing. Okay, we don't need this. She has nothing for me. And there is only altar here, and there's literally nothing in this chunk. It's interesting. Cooking is the only thing we can do right now. Okay. We also need to start a new timer. Let's see, we ended up on 496. That gives us 8 hours and 16 minutes. Let's start the timer. And I guess I will just cook chickens for 8 hours. I will see you soon. We just hit level 52 cooking and 500 total level. About unlocking this chunk, we should be able to unlock it because we are making around 25k experience per hour, so it should take like almost 6 hours to get it. So if I focus and I will do it properly, I think I can unlock this chunk. Alright, I was running around my new chunk and I didn't find any imps. And from what I found out, we have new chunk objective to get 58 cooking, because we can make pita bread, and it's made on range. This chunk has range right here. We had fireplace here, but we couldn't make it because it requires range to make. And now we have a problem, because in this chunk we are right now, there is not a single imp spawn. They are only in the chunk we have already unlocked, but it's not connected, so we can't even get there. So we can get 58 cooking, but we can't make pita bread. And from the rule set that Shifty Chunks uses, and this series is inspired on his series, he just disables every chunk that it's not connected. So he makes this star, just like I did. So he knows this one is unlocked, but he will only unlock it when he can access it. And right now I can't access it, so by his rules, it shouldn't even be my skill task. But I can actually get this cooking in this chunk, so I think I will do it like that. I will get 58 cooking, but I will not require myself to bake the pita bread. I will just get the cooking level. And from now on, I think I will probably do just like Shifty does. I will just disable chunks that are not connected, because it would make kinda impossible to unlock any chunks. Like, look here right now. I have patch right here to get farming levels, and every single chunk that has mobs who drops seeds for this farming patch would be like impossible to unlock now, because I can't kill mobs on the other side on the map and loot seeds and run right here to plant them, because it won't be connected. So I think from now on we'll just turn off those chunks, but with this one I will still get 58 cooking, and from now on we'll just disable them. Also, when we are here, let's talk about shooting stars. Well, most players just simply skip them. I don't like the idea of skipping them, so I'll just check off this getting level to mine all tiers of shooting stars. But every time we get a shooting star, we require ourselves to get plus 10 levels of mining above the rock that we can mine in this chunk. So let's say we roll this chunk here. You have level 70 mining requirement. There's also shooting star in this chunk. So our required level for unlocking this wouldn't be 70 but 80 to mine shooting star tier 8. And every time we find another shooting star and we want to unlock the chunk, we again have to add another 10 levels. I think it would make the grind bearable and still possible, because those chunks right here, those two chunks around Varrock, would be easily unlocked, at least one of them. This chunk right here, number 4, would still be impossible to unlock, but chunks like number 2, there is also shooting star just here next to Alcarid Bank, and well, we can't even train mining here. Like, we can only mine the shooting star, so it would require me to hop around servers and look for the star that's tier 4 or lower and mine it, or wait for one to randomly spawn there and wait for people to mine it to tier 4. It would just be stupid. So I think we'll just do it like that. We'll get level to mine the rock plus 10 levels for each shooting star that are in our chunks. I think I made it way more complicated than it actually is, but I hope I explained it well. Alright, I think I will end the video here because it's already way too long, so I guess I will see you in the next one.